Well, hello, dear friends. Happy February. Hope you guys are having a wonderful Saturday. Maybe something fun you've done on your weekends. Maybe you are sitting at home in your craft room. Either would be a great way to spend a day, I think. But I hope you guys are having a wonderful day no matter what you're doing. And I wanted to hop on here and share with you guys the February 2024 kits and specials. So you guys know that I love to create pre-cut kits for you guys. And so I have two really beautiful ones this month. And so I want to go ahead and give you guys a little bit of an overview about what all we're going to be doing during the month of February. So let's start out with the Close to My Heart specials. Now, we have a really, really adorable one. So you guys know that we have been following along with a gnome theme. Gnomes are kind of popular around with this crew. I'm not super duper a gnome fan, honestly. And so what I really loved about this collection, and I brought the paper and the stickers over to show you, is that we will be able to pretty much cover up the gnomes if we would like. But I want to give you guys a up close look at this paper. The palette is beautiful and spring-like, and that's my favorite part about it. Spring is my favorite season, and I love the bright colors that you usually see in a lot of those springtime palettes. And so you guys know that the specials with Close to My Heart, you can grab them either if you just want a portion of the exclusive items that are offered during the special, you can grab them individually, or if you want to grab a little bit of everything, you can get them at a 20% savings if you buy the entire bundle. Now, if you're a VIP with me, you guys are going to want to pay attention to the February 2024 post inside our private VIP group, because you guys, as my specific VIP members, you are going to be able to save an additional percentage off on this special this month. So make sure that you guys are always paying attention to the information that I've posted inside the group, because you are going to save and have additional perks and benefits that the people outside the group do not have access to. So they are calling this a gnome for all seasons, spring, just like we've seen winter and autumn thus far. But you have a beautiful paper collection, the coordinating cardstock, a couple stamp sets, some really fun acrylic shapes, and an awesome, awesome thin cut, which I just love the umbrella with this cute little gnome. It's absolutely adorable. And I have seen some artwork posted by some other people that have shown the previous gnome thin cuts, and they have kind of done a little bit of mix and matching um, and made them very specific to the theme and the season, which is just ridiculously fun. But you guys will be able to grab all of those things individually or grab them at a discount for a savings. I wanted to show you a little peek of this paper though. It's absolutely beautiful, as I mentioned. And my favorite part about this, and I'm speaking to some of you guys because some of you are like me and you're not all about the gnomes, and that's okay. We are the same. But what I noticed whenever I first saw this sticker sheet was that there are only two stickers that even have a gnome on them. And so I feel like either we decide not to use them if we don't like gnomes, or we find a way to cover them up. I already have some ideas on how we're going to cover them up so we can still use them, but cover up those little creepy looking gnomes. But there's only two stickers that even have anything regarding a gnome on there. And so everything else is completely usable. Now, when you look at the paper collection, you can see really, really beautiful palette, you guys. It just screams spring and Easter to me. Look at those stripes. I love them. I absolutely love them. So a beautiful palette. We're going to flip through here quickly. You guys can see all of this up on the promotions tab of the website as well. But since I had it here, I did want to go ahead and show you. Look at that beautiful yellow, the yellow plaid, and you have those beautiful clouds there. Oh, it's so fun. So fun. Now this one has a beautiful spring-like pattern. You can see the watering can, some plants, butterflies, flowers on there, some clouds, a cute little picket fence. And if you look on the back, those are your gnomes. So that's the only paper that has the gnomes, but we just very easily can flip it over. If we don't want to see gnomes, we do not have to see the gnomes. We can see the other multi-spring pattern there, and it's going to work perfectly, okay? So I know that for my creations, for my pages and cards, I am not going to be focusing on gnomes because I don't really like them. So if you guys feel the same way, then you're in luck. We're good to go. So just because this promotion is, it's listed as a gnome gnome promotion, just know that we very easily have a lot of other options that do not involve gnomes, and it doesn't involve throwing half of your paper away either. So it's very exciting. Then we also have the second month of the Love Notes promotion. Just as the others, you guys can grab them all individually, or you can get them at a savings if you want to buy them as a bundle. And again, this is another one that is available at a continued discount over inside the VIP group. So if you're listening to this and you're one of my VIP members, please go ahead and take a peek at that post there inside the group, okay? So Love Notes for the second month. Now, just since we're talking a little bit about VIPs, I'm going to go ahead and show this once more. You guys have seen me share this several times during the past few months. If you're listening to this and you are not a VIP with another Close to My Heart consultant and you are interested in joining as a VIP where you can get a 15% product credit on all of your purchases. So it's fun because everything that you look at, you can automatically in your mind deduct another 15% savings for all those prices because you get that amount back in product credits that you may choose. But when you join as a VIP, not only are you guys going to get additional workshop files that I purchase from other consultants, you have the opportunity to redeem those with your orders. You're going to be able to get exclusive VIP benefits, and they've done workshops and things like that in the past that the company has offered. You're going to be able to get additional rebates and specials from me inside the VIP group. And then I am bringing back the VIP gift. So this year, if you join as a VIP, or if you are a current VIP with me and you renew your annual membership, you are going to get this pre-cut kit shipped right to your door. And I have already sent out, oh my gosh, I think the number that we're at right now is 37 already that we have shipped out. But this is over 600 pre-cut. They are sentiments, captions, titles, really however you would like to use them, but they have a wide variety of holidays and themes and occasions, and they're all done in a neutral color palette, so they'll work with a lot of your different paper collections and that kind of thing. There will also be a video inside the VIP group to show you guys how easy it is to change the color of these. So if you would like to change them and alter them to match paper packs that you're working on now, I'm going to show you guys how to do that. But this is going to be a kit that will ship right to your door completely free as a gift from me, okay? And it comes in a great big envelope. My husband has been helping me take these off the Cricut mats and stuff them into the envelopes. It's been like a whole family deal around here. But this is going to go free to everyone who either renews as a VIP or you join as a new VIP. Now, the fun thing is that the annual membership is only $35 a year. You're going to get $15 product credit back into your account immediately. So that costs you only $20 to join for the entire year. You're going to receive this upon your first order of any dollar amount. And then the fun part, one of the reasons why I just love the VIP program so much is because it coordinates so well with the Close to My Heart Stamp of the Month program. And you guys know from, if you've paid attention to my business at all, you know that I offer a promotional kit every single month with the Stamp of the Month. So the fun thing is that if you're not a VIP, when you place a qualifying order, you can get the $20 stamp set for only $5. If you're a VIP, you get it for $0. $0, you don't pay anything for it. So if you guys take into consideration that, again, your annual membership, and you can order as often as you would like. If you want to order every month, you can. If you don't want to order every month, you do not have to. You're not required to place an order every month. It's not like joining a club where there's a commitment or anything like that. This is kind of one of those memberships where you just use it whenever you shop, and it's up to you how often you do that. But you're going to be able to grab your Stamp of the Month for $0. And so you can quickly see how you can pay for your annual membership in your very first order, and you're going to get a whole fun slew of kits shipped to your door as well. So there's another video that I did just recently over on the YouTube channel where you guys can see some fun artwork examples that I've shown you using those print and cut sentiments that you'll get in your kit to give you a little bit of creative inspiration as well. So be sure to check that one out. But the Stamp of the Month is the Close to My Heart special that we see every month. We're used to seeing that, right? And so, as I said, it is the stamp set alone is $19.95. So let's just call it an even $20. That's kind of how our brain brain works, right? And you can get the optional thin cuts. The last several months, we've had a thin cut every month. So we've seen months in the past where we have not had thin cuts. And so you guys can choose. You can get it without the thin cuts or with the thin cuts. It's up to you. But you guys are going to save an incredible amount if you are a VIP, and you're going to save an incredible amount if you're not a VIP. But one thing is for sure, whether you're a VIP or not, if you place an order of $75, that's gonna get you that discounted stamp as well. You are going to get a pre-cut project kit from me. Okay, and so you are going to be able to get this shipped right to your door. And it looks like, bear with me one moment here. It looks like I moved. Well, we may be out of luck. I was going to say, it looks like I moved my pre-cut kit out of my pile, and I did. Oh my gosh, I don't know what I did with it. Okay, so we're going to have to imagine, all right? Usually when I do this video, there is a pre-cut kit here. Hang on just one moment. Apparently, when I got ready for this video, I just must have been half asleep or something. So we're just going to open one of these up, okay? They come in an envelope just like this. This is what I want to show you guys, that you are going to have. Oh my goodness, we're just going to have to rip the whole thing apart. Okay, that's how you're supposed to open it when you're the recipient, not the one sending it, okay? But this is what you guys are going to get when you receive your kit. So it's going to have all of your consumables with the exception of your silver glitter gems, and I'll show you guys those here in a moment. But you're going to get your card bases and envelopes, and all of the paper and cardstock, and the satin ribbon as well will come shipped right to you guys so that you can put these cards together anytime that you would like. Now, we'll start the videos here in a few days, and so you guys will be able to follow along with the videos. If you are not super confident to put them together on your own, that's totally up to you. They're not difficult. They're not difficult projects to put together. I'll give you guys a little peek at that in a moment. But if you would like to wait for the video series, you absolutely are able. But this kit is going to come with 6 pre-cut card pieces, your bases and all of that good stuff as well. You will also, when you get your kit, there's a QR code there on the front that will take you to the Google folder that will have many, many, many up close photos of your cards and your all of your projects. Then there is also going to be a cutting file in there and a Cricut Design Space link if you would like to create more of them. Now, you're going to get the 6 project kit totally free. That one will come pre-cut to you with the exception of your thin cutting for your stamped images, of course, but that will come pre-cut for you. But if you guys want to really get a lot of mileage out of your new stamp set, you have a cutting guide where if you would like to go and create more of these, you're absolutely able to do that. So I want to give you guys a lot of resources so that you can really get a good a good feel, a good love of your stamp set right away and be able to create really beautiful things with it. So you'll have the pre-cut pieces and all of those projects as well as your files, okay? So like I said, just to quickly flip through here, you've got your card bases in here, all of your pre-cut papers are in there, so it's okay if you don't have a Cricut machine. I've already done all the cutting for you. We are going to be working with using our stamp pads as watercolors, okay? And I'll show you guys how to do that in the video. It's not difficult at all. So only thing you need are your stamp pads and a paintbrush, okay? I will show you how to do the rest of it. But that is going to require some really great watercolor paper. Now, I have provided more than enough for you guys inside your kit. You've got 2 sheets of this, and it's a really great watercolor paper. This is what I've been using for a couple of years now. One time, close to my heart, was out of stock on it, and I needed it for a project. And so I grabbed several different brands. This was by far my favorite, and I've used it ever since. It's awesome. So you guys will get plenty of that so that you will be able to stamp and cut out, whether you use scissors or whether you use your thin cuts, it's up to you, but you'll be able to cut out all those pieces, and there will be beautiful, beautiful watercolor florals here, like you guys can see here in the camera below. But they're quite beautiful. I loved the look of the watercoloring with those flowers. So this is what you guys will get with your $75 order. And remember, it needs to be $75 after you've deducted any VIP credit and before you've added your tax and shipping. But this is just a gift from me to you. If you guys want to get a good up close look at the stamp of the month for February, go over to the promotions tab on the website. I'll put the link below for you when we're done filming. And you guys will be able to get a really good up close look at that stamp set. This one is really great because it has great usable like your images here, your floral images, but it has great usable sentiment as well. And I love to have a stamp set that has a little bit of both. That is super duper fun. So it's fun that it seems like we get a lot of floral stamp sets, but we all just continue to buy a lot of floral stamp sets because they're so usable and great for so many different occasions. You know, you can change the color for spring or change the color for autumn, and pretty much work for a lot of different things. So this is one I think is one we're gonna grab time and time again. And the best part is you can get it the stamp set for either $5 or $0, and with the option of adding those additional thin cuts is up to you. So I think this is really going to be one that we're going to love. So let's have a look at the cards. So we've done some matching ones. So I have 3 different designs, and each of them are different. They're the same designs, but some of them have the mulberry palette and some of them have the periwinkle palette. And this is using the Sweet Memories paper collection. Now, it is not very often that both of my workshops feature the same paper collection. That does not happen very often, but it did happen this month, and they look beautiful together. And so I mentioned that. Hello, Miss Lisa and Kathy. Hope you guys are having a wonderful Saturday. Thanks for popping in. But what I mentioned that is because some of you guys, some of my ladies will look at this kit and you guys will say, "Oh, Suze, I don't do cards. You know that. I am all about the pages." Well, what is really fun is that you guys can take the components of your kit that you're going to receive, and you can even use them on your large scrapbooking workshop if you would like to. Some of the things that I think are just really fun is that you could use these as really fun, like little page elements, little parts of pages that you're embellishing on your scrapbook workshop. So all of these supplies that you guys are going to receive in your pre-cut kit, you can use those to coordinate with the scrapbooking workshop if you chose to do that. Okay, so let's have a look at the cards. I love these, and as I said, they each have a buddy. Okay, so you've got a little twin here, a little boy and a little girl, if you will. But this is going to be a fun little window card, and you've got the beautiful and you'll have to forgive me, guys. I'm still trying to get used to using a webcam instead of streaming on my iPhone, so I can't look down and see what you guys are seeing. I have to train myself to look at my MacBook instead. So my apologies that I am, just being kind of crazy and not holding things very still. We'll hope that it could focus a little bit. But we have this beautiful window card, and again, like, look at these beautiful flowers, you guys. The watercolor technique that we're going to be doing really looks quite authentic, I think, with these flowers. It's quite beautiful. So we've got some periwinkle down here. You've got the bunch of flowers here on the front with the pattern paper and the stamp sentiment. And then just for fun, when you open it up, you've got another one of those flowers tucked up there, and the edges are trimmed off as well. I love to do that. So super pretty on the outside and the inside. You guys know I love to do that, to bring elements that we featured on the outside of the card, and you can bring them down on the inside of the card. But you've got a periwinkle one, and we have a mulberry one as well. And again, guys, look at those flowers. They look quite beautiful, if I do say so myself. So I'm going to show you guys how easy this is to watercolor. And you don't need watercolors. You just need your stamp pads and a paintbrush. It's going to be awesome. So I think you're really going to enjoy it. But this beautiful mulberry palette here. And again, that really pretty window card where you can see some fun bits on the inside as well as the outside. And you still have lots of room to either stamp another sentiment or to handwrite a message on the inside as well. And so next one, you've got more of those beautiful florals. Look right there. And nobody fussy cut a thing because we have a thin cut for them, which I love. But look how great, if my little webcam will focus, look how great those, someone help me out. Are these pansies? I really don't know. I probably should have checked. I probably should have Googled before I turned my camera on. But I do wonder what they're called. Maybe possibly pansies, but I want to say that's probably wrong. So if anybody is smarter than me and you guys are watching this, just let me know. But I think they're quite beautiful, and they look very, very authentic, the way that the color has been dropped down onto the paper there. But you've got a little bit of that fun, beautiful ribbon that is just kind of layered back behind there. I'll show you guys how we did that. And that ribbon does come in your kit, so you don't have to worry about grabbing any of that. That's part of what I am supplying for you. We've used the Sending You Love sentiment there. And again, we've got a periwinkle one, and it has a little twin there in the mulberry as well. So you guys absolutely know, of course, that you can flip the papers over if you want to use the back side instead of the front side. So that'll give you additional color options. And if you are like, you know what, I don't really like the mulberry, I don't really like the periwinkle stews, I'm going to do my own thing, you can flip those over and you can color them whichever color that you would like. Okay. And then the last one is super fun as well. I have used a lot of the leftover pieces when we've cut these out. And so I love to be really frugal with my paper, and I have to be frugal when I'm cutting as many kits as I do to turn around and gift to you guys. But the fun thing is that when you qualify for the kit, you also get that very same cutting guide and Cricut Design Space link that I used. And so when I'm frugal with my paper, it means that when you guys want to recreate those, you get to be frugal with your paper as well. And so like all the cheers for saving money and saving product and all of that, right? But you might notice that on the little, you've got the little mulberry square here, and you've got the patterns mulberry paper here. They are the negative spaces for this window card here. I had these leftover pieces and I thought, gosh, I really want to focus on a way that I can use those in a decorative way. And so again, I have some of my customers that will take the cutting guide and the design space file, and they'll use completely different papers. I had a customer last year that she took one of my card, one of the months that we had a card only kit, and she cut it with Christmas paper, and that's how she did all of her Christmas cards this last year. She's like, Susan, oh my gosh, they like flew together. I couldn't even believe how fast I was able to get them all together using your pattern. And I love to hear that feedback. So if you guys have a fun story like that, send it my way. But you can see that we've used those little negative pieces out of there. Now you'll also see that on the inside, again, we're bringing a little bit of that outer, what's on the outer side of our card, and we're bringing it to the inside. And so this is that middle, by the way, this is card number 5. Whenever I'm doing my cutting guides, I have to mark them, because if not, I will forget and make a blunder on my cutting guide. But this is just another one of those fun little insides. Okay, it would be the inside of this little square here, and it's just folded around the front and the back with another fun little watercolor floral there on top, and it just adds a little bit of pretty on the inside. That we've not forgotten that as well, but it matches the outside, and I just love that. I absolutely love that. And we've done the same thing with the periwinkle as well. You can see you've got that beautiful matching there on the inside, and that little piece is just folded around to the back, and I just think that turned out really, really cute like that. So you've got a little bit of pretty there, and I think I did it on this one too, and I forgot to show you guys. So let's pull this one back out. These here. Okay, yep, same thing. So you see we had a little left over of the camera pattern on our cutting file, and so we got the most out of that and used up that entire sheet that way. So you've got a little bit of that pattern and a little bit of those colors that we brought forth on the inside, so it matches the outside, and same with the periwinkle as well. Okay, so just some fun ideas for you guys. If you maybe have some scraps left over of your paper kits and that kind of thing, just some fun ways to kind of decorate the inside of your cards as well. So again, all 6 of these pre-cut cards, minus the silver glitter gems, that's the only thing that's not included in your kit. So you guys can either use embellishments from your stash, or you can add a set of those silver glitter gems to your shopping cart when you place your order during the month of February. It's up to you. So this kit will, unless something happens and we happen to run out of this paper, which rarely happens, I will continue to restock the Stamp of the Month kit till the very end of February. Okay. Now, when we move to the big workshop, that is a little bit different. These are first come, first serve. But this one I will continue to restock. So if you guys have questions about the Stamp of the Month kit, or you need information that I've not given you, or you're confused about something, please either comment below or send me a private message. I'm happy to serve in whatever way that I'm able. But I do love to tell you guys, because usually every month I will get the very same question. You are not committing yourself to anything when you place an order. This is just essentially a thank you gift from me, just to show my appreciation that you have chosen to do business with me and help put food on my family's table. So this is just a thank you gift. So if you order in February, you're not going to be hounded to order again in March. You're not committing yourself to a club. You're not committing yourself to ordering every month. This is just a thank you gift. And so if you place a qualifying order of $75 every month, you'll get one of these every month, okay, until we decide to not do them anymore, which I don't know when that day will happen. But this will be something that I plan on restocking for as long as the products are available. Now, when we move to the big workshop, Now, the big workshops are fun because you can get these cutting files several different ways. So I do have several consultants that love to have the cutting guides for not only their own personal use, but they like to use them with their customers as well. You're absolutely able to do that. And so I have many consultants that will purchase the cutting file through a PayPal link over on my blog. I'll post the link below in the comments. So you can get it through a PayPal link. If you want to place a $25 order on my shopping website, you can get the cutting files completely free. You just have to reach out to me, message me, or send me an email. Let me know which ones you would like. Because the $25 order with the set of cutting guides for free is available all the time. So, if someone places a $75 order to get the stamp of the month kit, they can actually redeem 3 cutting files. And I, of course, don't know which 3 you want. So you just have to hop over on the blog, or if you're a VIP, look at all of them that we have inside the VIP group available to choose from. And then you guys just reach out to me and let me know which 3 you would like, or however many your order qualified for, and I'll be glad to send them over. So you can get it with the PayPal link. You can get it by placing a $25 order, or if you want the add-on kit, which is a kit that if you are my customer, you've heard often. The add-on kit is a kit that I just create a few of these every single month. And I have some customers that do not have a Cricut, or they do not want to use their Cricut, or they don't know how to use their Cricut. I have been incorporating the SVGs that are the part of the digital collection that Close to My Heart features in the catalog. And so some of you guys are like, yeah, I don't want to do all that slicing and dicing, Suze. So I just want to qualify for the add-on kit. Well, the add-on kit is basically everything that you need to put this month is a 16-page workshop. So it's huge, humongous this month. It is all of everything that you need with the exception of your 12 by 12 base pages, and you will have 6 sheets of your pattern paper that you'll need to cut those with your paper trimmer, and that's in your cutting guide. But everything else, all your other cardstock, all your other Cricut pieces, your SVG pieces, your print and cut pieces, they're all included in the add-on kit, and I've done that work for you. So you guys can just get your kit. This is a $125 order. If you place a $125 order on my shopping website, remember that is after you've taken off your VIP credit and before you've added your tax and shipping, you will get the add-on kit, providing I still have them available, because like I said, they're first come, first serve. And you'll also get the stamp of the month kit. So you get 2 pre-cut project kits when you place a $125 order on my website. Now I understand it's not in everyone's budget. I get that. But for those that it is in their budget and they want to save themselves not only some time, but they want to save some hassle and they want to save some product and some money as well, this is going to be a great solution for you. So I do have, like I said, I have a lot of customers, several customers that do not like to use Cricut. And so this is like, I know on the first of the month, they are ordering because they want to make sure they get this before they're all completely gone. Like I said, I do not restock them. And if I have some people that message me and say, hey, do you still have an add-on kit? Because it's going to help determine how much they spend that month. And so I have no problem telling you, it's not a secret. But there are so many fun things in here. Now, I did a lot of slicing and dicing and a lot of alterations to the SVGs this month. Now, there are going to be videos, and they should be up here in a bit, up on the YouTube channel, that is going to show you guys step by step how I altered all of those SVGs and how I created all of these. And they're significantly different than what just the original SVGs come pre-created with. But I'm going to show you guys step by step how I took those SVGs that were created by the home office artists and got this bunch of fun things right here. So some of these are SVGs, some of them are Cricut images, but I will show you guys how to alter those SVGs. As you know, the Cricut images, they will just come already in the file, and all of my hard work will transfer over with that file, so you don't have to do any work. That's kind of the extra step. SVGs are beautiful, and I love it because they coordinate so well with our paper collections. But we have to do that extra work, right? And so that's like, shoot. So I have to not only either do the work for you guys, or I have to show you how I did the work so that your workshop can look like mine if you so choose. So that's what I'm hoping to accomplish with both the add-on kit as well as the YouTube videos. So once more, if you guys don't have a Cricut, don't want to use a Cricut, don't want to mess with all the other stuff, the add-on kit is going to be your friend, and you're going to want to make sure that you grab $125 on the website, and you'll get the add-on kit as long as I still have them available, which I do right now, as well as your stamp of the month kit. So 2 kits come shipped to you. If you want to join as a VIP, Or if this is your first order after renewing as a VIP, you'll get that over 600 sentiments and captions that I showed you earlier in the video. You'll get that shipped to you as well. I had people last month that actually got 4 big pre-cut kits. They wouldn't even fit in an envelope. I had to ship them in a big box. It was awesome. So they were telling me it was like Christmas whenever it all came. And they got to tell their husband that the box didn't actually cost them anything because they were all gifted, right? So let's go ahead and I want to show you guys the pages similar to the Stamp of the Month kit. On the outside of your envelope, you guys will have a QR code, and that'll take you to the Google folder. Pardon me, I have a yawn coming. I feel it. So that'll take you to the Google folder, and inside the Google folder, there are many, many, many up close photos of like all of the clustering and the detailed portions of the pages. So it's a little bit easier for you guys to see them if you want to, maybe maneuver your embellishments and stuff around to match mine. It's of course up to you, but all of those up close photos are in the Google folder, and you're also going to have your cutting file. Like I said, if you guys get the add-on kit, the only paper that you're responsible for cutting are the 6 sheets of the pattern paper. Everything else is cut for you if you're getting the add-on kit. So you only have to take your paper trimmer and cut 6 sheets of the pattern paper and grab your base pages, and I've done everything else for you. But you are going to have your cutting guide to show you guys how to do that, and you're going to have pages with several up close photos, but like I said, there are many more photos inside the Google folder. Okay, so that's what that QR code is going to do for you. It'll take you where all that other information is going to be at. Thank you, Dorothy. I'm so glad that you like it, Beauty. Thanks for hopping in. Happy Saturday. So this is page number 1. Now, as you guys know, I really love the Cricut. I love my Cricut. I love creating in my Cricut. I like doing fun slicing and dicing. It just makes me so happy. If I could get paid just to design in Cricut, that's the job that I want. I love it. Love it, love it. So there are lots of those elements and images throughout these 16 pages. Now, like I said, this workshop ended up being great big. My proofer was even like, Suze, are you kidding me? What in the world? So let's hope, we'll just kind of plan that March's workshop will not be quite as elaborate, but this one ended up being great big. So I think you guys are going to have a great time with it. Lots of large photo sizes on here. Some of you guys have told me over the years, like, Suze, I'm a 4x6 girl. I don't really like to cut my pictures down. So what I tell you guys in that instance is that on the places that you see smaller photos, these are really great. Pardon me. These are really great places to put if you do not want to cut down one of your bigger photos. You're not going to want to cut on someone's face. I say this every month when we kind of go through these. Don't cut down grandpa's face, or, don't cut your daughter's neck off or anything like that. That is completely silly. But there are portions of your photos that you can trim off into smaller areas, right? Smaller sizes, without harming a face or a person on the photo, but it still is going to help you tell that story. If you don't want to do that and you're strictly like 4x6s for me, Suze, then you can use these small pieces where there are areas to have those smaller photos. You can either use them as journaling spaces, right? Where you can handwrite or type your journaling here. You could do some stamping if you wanted to do that, or you could place some pattern paper there just to further embellish it. It's up to you, but lots of options where you can see that these little teeny tiny photos are not the main focus of the photographs on this page. It's these 6 4x6 photos that make up the main portion of the layout here. And so that is where those of you that are like, only 4x6s for me, Suze, that is where you guys will have a lot of space to place your photos. And I think that you will really, you'll really enjoy that. So you've got a really great, looking good. I have used those really fun die cut pieces that are inside the January, February catalog. I have got a peek at the March, April, and there is a new color coming. So I hope that we get to keep these for a long, long time. These are super fun, very versatile, and they are like so perfect for me because you guys know I like to layer things over on just portions of my photos, and I like a little teeny tiny, like almost a caption, if you will, right? So it's kind of like what I showed you guys with the VIP gift that my ladies are going to get. These are things that I would just lay over like the edge of a photograph because it's just going to add a little bit of a caption, if you will. I don't know how else to say it, but that's like the perfect word, I think. And so these are so perfect for that. There is a stamp set in that catalog that matches the sizes of these. I, of course, use some really small ones on this layout, but there are a variety of sizes and shapes in the die cut set, and there's also a variety of sizes in the coordinating stamp set as well. And so this is something I think you guys will really like to use for a long, long time. And there is a new stamp set that fits these coming up in the new catalog too. So yeah, I'm really, really excited about these. But I did use these throughout the workshop, and I used the gray. These come in 4 colors right now. Like I said, there's another one coming, but the gray is the color that matches the Sweet Memories die cuts. So they are the exact same color of the paperboard, so they coordinate perfectly. But like this is one of the die cuts that come in the Sweet Memories collection. Okay, so they match perfectly, but everything just coordinated so well. I almost could just not stand to not use them. I love them. So we've done a little bit of embossing with the botanical embossing folder. You guys probably already have this folder. It's several years old, but it's still over on the website, so it's still kind of fair game to me to use. But I did go ahead and emboss the cardstock here just to give it a little bit of extra oomph, right? You've got lots of really fun of the print and cut pieces down here. We just got some little, like these were banners. You'll see those later on in the workshop that again, just kind of add a little bit of color, but it's okay. We're just overlapping a little teeny tiny bit of it. Okay. It's okay. Some of you guys are still going to be like, nope, Suze, I'm not doing it. I'm not putting things on my photos, and that's okay. You have plenty of room on your page to use the very same embellishments if you would like to do that without touching a photo. You have plenty of space to do that. But look at these little teeny tiny, oh my gosh, you guys, it says photo op. I love it. They are so teeny tiny. That laser machine that we have in the Close to My Heart home office, or rather there's multiples of them. They are amazing. Like, I mean, they do such a good job. The tiniest detail is just awesome. I love it. So you can see space for some photos if you wanted to put some small complimentary photos to kind of help tell that story, or use it as journaling, or put some pattern paper there. It's up to you. This is one of the SVG pieces. We've done some alterations there. You guys will see how to do that in the YouTube video. And then again, some more of those, the viewfinder and the camera as well. So again, I just tend to kind of keep my titles fairly generic because I want to give you guys the ability to use a wide number of photos for a lot of different occasions. This one is one of my absolute favorites in the entire workshop. And you guys who know my artistic style, you might be looking at it going, gosh, there's not enough black in there for Susan to really like it, right? This is really, for my taste, it's pretty muted. It's pretty like toned down. Of course, your photos are going to really kind of be the star of the show on this, but I felt like this workshop absolutely ended up beautifully. Like this layout, completely beautiful. It has the most awesome, like these are all, you guys know my love of foam tape, but I have popped some of them up with a little bit of foam tape. Okay, you've got several layers under here. These are all print and cut pieces that are all included in the add-on kit. Okay, we've mixed some of the stickers in here. These are the gray die cuts that come with the Sweet Memories, and you'll see all of those if you look over in the catalog or on the website. Again, more print and cut pieces. You've got some stickers here that I've cut down, so you have it has a matching buddy over here. I do that a lot. You guys have seen that many times. And you've got some great usable photo spaces here, but you guys, this layout, I just love it. It's soft in a just like a really beautiful way. You've got some of the silver shimmer trim that is one of the products that I used on the supply list. A little bit, you can see a little bit of that camera paper back there that kind of bolds it up just a little teeny tiny bit. But the sage and the mulberry and the ballerina with the mink background page, it's absolutely beautiful, you guys. It's just beautiful and sparkly and classy looking. Oh man, it's gorgeous. So this may be my This is probably my favorite layout of all 8 two-page layouts. So again, you've got a lot of these clusters, and a lot of these are these up close photos will be found in the Google Drive. Okay, so you guys will be able to see kind of where I place my embellishments up close if you want yours to match mine. But that was layout number 2. Layout number 3, this one is super pretty as well. I went off palette with this one. So this base page is Seabrook, and Seabrook is actually not one of the colors that is in the color palette. I just felt like it was quite beautiful, and it looked awesome with the mist, and it looked awesome with the periwinkle. We just kind of grabbed a bunch of different colors in here, and I wasn't sure about it at first, but then when I was testing different base page colors, I decided that the Seabrook was my absolute favorite with kind of the mix match of colors we had going on here. Look at this beautiful, beautiful little camera here. Yes, part of it is hidden. Some of you guys wouldn't do that. I like to tuck things back behind, you know that. But those lasers that we have that are cutting these things out, you guys, they're absolutely awesome. I love them. Another print and cut image. You got the fun sticker title up here with some print and cut butterflies kind of scattered throughout. They're absolutely beautiful, just beautiful. And you can see really great large usable photo spaces, right? With just really pretty soft colors. I'm foreseeing Easter photos on here, that kind of thing, like, maybe dance photos or prom photos or something like that. Something that, again, it's really soft and really, I think, really classy. So super pretty. A lot of those really fun paperboard die cuts. Again, they are just really intricate and beautiful, kind of scattered throughout there. This one has a punch of black. I think this is the only one I used a black base page on, so it did not overpower it. But look at the fun little camera here, the looking good, and it has a space for a 3x3 photo back behind it. It just looks so cool. So I love like the viewfinder with the photo and then a picture perfect day. Again, you guys can see how we've kind of used a little bit of like pun almost, where we've kind of tied everything in together, but it's not so themed down that your photos won't work with it. Okay, I hope that that makes sense. So I on purpose keep it very generic so that everyone will be able to kind of grab whichever photos they are needing to get in their album at the time will work really well for it. So you can see more of that that embossing folder that we have used here. Super duper duper fun. And you can see I have I've run my journaling pen around the outer edge of that as well. My tip always, always, always is that if you guys are going to do that, you will want to run your doodling pen around the outer edge of your cardstock before you put it into your embossing folder. Because once you get it out of the embossing folder, it's so lumpy and bumpy, you will never get a straight line. I know I've tried many times. So make sure that you do it before you put it in there, and keep your tension pretty low so it doesn't crack any of that cardstock, and you'll have a perfect black line all the way around with no cracking, no white showing. Okay, so there's my tip there. But I've done it on both of the ballerina little pieces of the cardstock here, and you guys can see just a little bit of fun layering with these print and cut pieces here. You've got some more of those paperboard and just kind of fun little clustering around with those silver glitter gems. And I just love it. I think it turned out awesome. Absolutely awesome. So next one is we've used some more of those fun banners that I showed you earlier. I love this. Cherish each day. So again, you guys can probably see Easter photos or dance photos or something that may be a little girly, or maybe even some heritage photos or something like that on there. But again, a wide spectrum of colors on there, right? They all go together really, really well and look very complementary together. But yet you can pretty much pick out, if you're one of those peeps that try to find photos like the clothes that you're wearing and the color scheme of those photos and try to match them with the papers that you're using, well, then you have several to choose from here. So you've got, pardon me for the yawn, you've got some of those really fun banners that are just adding a little bit of color to that empty space up there. A great usable title. You can see some more of those fun paperboard little caption spaces there. So you guys can use that stamp set if you would like, or if you want to just keep your journaling really simplistic and you love the idea of these fun little paperboard pieces, but maybe you don't want the stamp set, you could just use them as simplistic as placing a date on there, or the names of the people that are in the photo, or maybe the place that the photos were taken. That is totally up to you guys, but there's this fun little spot that you can kind of use however you would like. I did choose to use the stamp set, but that is totally optional. Okay. So same thing with the other one. I have kind of changed this where you guys can use it to fit a photo. Okay. So this one says photogenic. If you wanted to not put a photo there and use this as a journaling space, this is completely left open. I've used it in a different way later on in the workshop that I'll show you guys. But if you wanted to use it as a journaling space instead of a photo mat, you can do that. This is it is completely it's solid back behind there. This one is a frame. So again, this one, if you don't want to use a little teeny tiny photo, you can back some patterned paper back behind there, or you can use it as additional journaling. It's up to you guys. But I love, pardon me, I don't know why the yawns always start whenever I turn the camera on, but this is, if this is not my first favorite, this is my second favorite after layout number 2. I love it. This one, super fun as well. I've known for a while I wanted to use this welded heart. I created this welded heart over 2 years ago. It's a custom file that I made inside Cricut. And I've known for a while I wanted to find a way to incorporate it back into a workshop. And so I felt like this was just the perfect workshop for that. So this is not cardstock, it's print and cut. So it's one single piece, okay? So you guys don't have to worry about matting down or adhering down all those individual hearts. Like 2 years ago, I didn't know about Cricut print and cut. So whenever my peeps had to put the workshop together, they had to put all of these hearts in the little frames one by one by one. But print and cut, love it. This is one single piece, so it just goes right down on top of your paper here, and you guys are good to go. So you can see we've got some fun of the paperboard here. Okay, all over. These are all just beautiful little intricate details, right? Kind of scattered throughout. Okay, and we've layered some stickers back up underneath here, the print and cut on top, and then even little teeny tiny photos here on top. Again, they're not necessary to use. They'll look just fine if you guys do not have a desire to place a 2x2 photo on there. As I said, you can either leave them off completely, or you can use it as a space to add some journaling or some patterned paper if you would like to do that. So it's totally up to you guys. But you've got this fun welded heart on both pages. And again, guys, I mentioned that when you get the workshop, you get the file too. So if you guys like love the welded heart, this is, again, this is something I did in Cricut, designed it myself. It's not an image that you have to buy because it's just made with free shapes. So if you guys are like, man, I want to have that welded heart and I want to use it on a lot of different things, you can shrink it down and put it on a card. You can make it great big and put it on a page. It's up to you. But you now have the file that you can go back and use anytime that you would like. So again, even past the cutting guide and even past if you qualify for the add-on kit and all that good stuff, you got that Cricut file where you guys can take and use those images as often as you want. So I love this one as well. The welded heart, I think, is definitely my favorite. But again, just super duper duper generic and spring-like, because like it's about that time, right? Even though it's not. Does anyone else feel like you did, like we haven't not got, well, okay, I'm going to eat my words, okay? But here in Missouri, we had like a pretty good week of real cold weather. Like it was well below zero, like well below zero for probably a good week. But it was like 71 degrees this week. It's absolutely crazy. And so I feel like, gosh, we kind of haven't even gotten hammered with real winter yet. We haven't got any amount of snow or anything like that, at least where I come from. And I am thinking, man, we're like almost halfway through February. Could we really have gotten off the hook and not had much winter and move right into spring? That has my vote. No one asked me, but that has my vote. So I wonder, wherever you guys are watching from, if you have gotten like a ton of weather, like winter, and you're like over it, or if you're kind of like us in Missouri, where you've kind of really not had it too bad, but nonetheless you're ready for spring and green grass and flowers and all that good stuff too. So that's kind of the mood I'm in. Here is another one that we, again, looking good, which, you know, kind of ties in with the viewfinder and the cameras and the film strip here. So again, but you look at the title and it's so generic, you can use such a wide variety of photos, right? So again, you've got really great photo sizes on here, really great coordinating embellishments. If you wanted to add some smaller photos, you absolutely can. Again, We've done slicing and dicing on these SVGs, so mine look a lot different than what they look like in the catalog, and the YouTube videos are going to walk through how to do that. But you guys can see just a lot of these small little bits of paper that I had kind of left over. This was the last, I think this was the last one I designed, and I was just using the little bits of leftovers that I had. So it's always it's a good feeling to use as much of your paper as you can, to use up a lot of your scraps. I love doing that. And so if you guys decided that you did not want to use these really small photos, then just grab some of the extra of your pattern paper or your cardstock and fill up these little blanks. Or if you wanted to take them off completely and not use the film strips, that's up to you. But you have a lot of options as far as if you don't want to use photos, things that you can place there. So, again, your journaling or pattern paper or something like that. But it's all still, again, very, very generic. I've got some more of those little paperboard strips down here. This one I've just kind of used as a little bit of layering, a little bit of clustering here. So I've not stamped anything on this one. It's just tucked back behind my little love this element, my little print and cut element here. And again, you can see it's kind of fun just to layer those things on top of each other. And even if we're using them in ways that they were not intended or ways they were not shown in the catalog, we just again kind of expanded our creativity, and I think they look awful cute, just awfully cute. Okay, last one. This one is really screaming for some photos, you guys. It's kind of bland and blah and definitely not my favorite, but it has such a great, there is so much room for photos on here that it's almost like if we went a little wild with the paper and the embellishments, by the time you added photos on here, it was really just going to be sensory overload. So it's okay as it is now, that it's pretty tamed down, because your photos are really going to be the star of the show on this one. So remember I told you earlier that photogenic element that we had, that there was a 3x4 photo stuck on top of it. So if you guys wanted to use it as a 3x4 photo space, you absolutely could do that. Or if you wanted to use it just like we've done here, you could use it for a little bit of journaling space. Or that kind of thing. And then this one here, we've not even used it as journaling space. You can see I've just added a little bit of embellishing on top of here. And this is just a few things all kind of stacked on top of each other. You've got a sticker, you've got a little piece of shimmer trim, and then you've got one of those paperboard little die cut pieces back behind it again. So just some fun little layering, nothing fancy schmancy, but just a little bit to kind of use those smaller, maybe insignificant elements that we're not really thinking that are the star of the show. When you kind of cluster them all together, they look really nice, right? So again, here you've got sticker, shimmer trim, paperboard die cut, right? Super cute. A few more of those fun little banners. Again, they just kind of add a little bit of color, a little bit of decoration on top of the edge of one of those photos, okay? And you can place them anywhere you want. So if there's like a face down here in this photo, obviously place them somewhere else that's not on a face, but you have a lot of options there. So you can see, again, super duper generic titles, picture perfect day. You got the photogenic here. So again, think about what a wide variety of photos these pages could house. I think you guys are really going to enjoy this one. This was kind of the Sweet Memories paper collection. It's so interesting. Are you guys like me when I look at some of these paper collections that the artists at the home office will design, and I think to myself, not in 3 million years, not in 4 million years, would I have put those colors in our palette together and they look like that? Like, it would have never even occurred to me that mist, periwinkle, mulberry, sage, ballerina, like I never would have thought in a million billion years that those would be even partially appealing. But man, they're just absolutely beautiful, aren't they? I just love them. I absolutely love them. And so take a peek at the Sweet Memories. You guys will get a double dose of it, right? Because you've got the big workshop is using the Sweet Memories, and so is the Stamp of the Month kit. But I think you guys are going to enjoy it. Again, it's really spring-like, even if spring may or may not be here yet. I think we're going to enjoy using a little bit of spring paper. So if you guys have questions about the Stamp of the Month kit or the add-on kit, or how you guys can get these pre-cut kits free, shipped right to your door, just either comment below or send me a message. I'm so happy to serve. And don't ever start your message out with, "Hi, Suze, sorry to bother you," because just know you're never a bother to me. It's a joy to hear from you. And it really, it does my heart good if I'm able to help in any way. So thanks so much for watching, guys. I know that it's always, my videos are always long, but the one at the beginning of the month is always the longest, right? When we get to go through everything in detail, and I get to show you guys what it's all going to look like and all of the free things that you're going to get during this month whenever you place your order. So thanks so much for joining me. Happy February to everyone, and I hope that you guys have a great rest of your weekend. Go Chiefs. Okay, I'm just saying. But I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your weekend, whether you're watching football tomorrow after church or not. But let me know if I can help in any way, guys. And until then, I'll see you next time.